What's going on, guys? My name's Car, and today I'm going to show you guys how you guys can buy your streetwear and designer for what would be a really high price for a whole lot less. And when I say a whole lot less, I'm talking like 50 to 80% off of retail. Everything's obviously 100% authentic. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, I review some of the craziest hype and designer items on YouTube. I recently did Dior Jordans. I had a Goyard haul, Supreme Louis Vuitton haul. And so I really know what I'm talking about. And when I buy this stuff to review for you guys, I also flip and have very high margins. So whether or not you guys are looking to buy just to keep or buy to sell, this will change the way that you guys buy your designer and streetwear. And for those of you guys who are new to my channel, here is a Supreme Louis Vuitton box logo hoodie. So you guys can have confidence during this video that I really know what I'm talking about. So if you guys enjoy this video or learn anything from it, make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helps out with my channel. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so I just want to tell you guys right at the beginning that you guys are going to want to stick around for this whole entire video. So if you guys skip around, you guys leave early, you guys are going to miss out on important stuff that's either going to save you the most amount of money if you guys are buying to keep, or make you the most amount of money if you guys are buying to sell, like I do. I usually buy to review and then sell, and my margins are insane to most people. But the first strategy that I'm going to show you guys works especially well with brand new designer clothing, and that is buying from retailers. And before you click off this video and think, okay, well, obviously I can buy it from the Louis Vuitton store, I can go to a little outlet inside my mall, that would be super obvious and probably worthless to most of you guys who are looking to learn something. But the stores that I'm talking about are 1, Sense, 2, Farfetch, and 3, Neiman Marcus. So you guys can go ahead and go onto these sites right now and check them out. They're stores that have pretty much every single item that's being retailed right now currently. I want you guys to take note now that if it's an item that stopped being released, they're probably not going to have it, or you're going to have to pay resale cost. But if it's an item that's being put out right now, you guys are going to be able to shop on there. Almost every single item is completely brand new, and they have a bunch of different sizes to choose from. So the difference is that if you're buying from a brick and mortar, or you guys are buying from an outlet, you guys are going to have to pay the original retail cost. And these 3 stores already have a lower cost than the original retail cost. So let's say it's a Louis Vuitton duffel bag that retailed at $2,500. You guys are going to be able to go into these sites and most likely find it for about $2,200 to $2,300. Before you guys go, hey, well, I'm not saving that much money. Did you clickbait me? No, I did not clickbait you, because they have very frequent blowout sales where the items become 50 to 80% off the original retail cost. So just as an example, recently I bought a Tom Ford belt that retailed, I believe it was like $500 or $600, somewhere around there. I don't remember the original retail on the Tom Ford site, but I bought that belt for $250. Just because I waited for a blowout sale. I had the size that I needed. I also had the colorway that I wanted, and it was brand new, and it got shipped to me within a week or two, which is completely amazing and is worth it just to go on a different site and save that 60% like I did. And so why do they have these sales? It sounds kind of weird. Well, one, you guys can research these sites. These sites are very trusted. I believe Neiman Marcus has physical stores, but what they do is at the end of almost every season, they have blowout sales because they're trying to get rid of everything that didn't sell. Because most of the time when an item stops being released by, let's say, Givenchy, then they don't keep putting it on Neiman Marcus or Farfetch. Usually they move on to the next season and just try to save people a little bit more money. But you guys are going to have to consider the times of these sales, because they are not 24/7. They are not every day. They're just during certain times of the year, and you guys are going to want to be ready for them because they do sell out really quickly. And so let's say that you weren't able to buy from these stores, or they didn't have the options you guys wanted, or if you guys were looking to buy streetwear. That kind of brings me into my next option, which is buying from different online marketplaces where you have the option to buy or sell. And so most of you guys are aware of the site Grailed, and if you guys aren't, it's essentially a menswear marketplace where you guys can sell pretty much whatever, anything that's name brand. I'm talking accessories, handbags, clothing, shoes, whatever it might be, from pretty much every single brand that's sort of expensive. I mean, even Nike, even if it's not a collaboration with Off-White, they have their own clothes there. It's pretty much everything. And one of the pluses about that is because you can buy used as well. So one of the things that I like doing, and that most people like doing that really know how to shop, is rather than buying something brand new, you buy it when it's worn once or twice, and then you basically save the money like when you buy a brand new car. Right when it goes off the lot, you lose like 20%. I forgot what the number is. But it's the same thing with a Louis Vuitton duffel bag, Goyard duffel bag. Okay, maybe they retailed at about $4,000. Most of these items will lose retail value right when they come out of the store, even if they're completely brand new, unless they have the return option. But right when they use it once or twice, it loses even more value. So let's say you bought a $4,000 Goyard bag. Let's say it's like a duffel bag that retailed at $4,000. Okay, you take it out of the store and they don't have a return policy. It's now worth about $3,000. You use it once or twice, and you buy it for $2,000. And I actually have a Goyard Crozier duffel bag that I bought for about $1,700, which is absolutely insane because I believe it retailed at $4,000 to $5,000. Okay, so keep this in mind. You guys do not always have to buy it from the store. The experience in the store is not always worth it. You guys are going to want to buy from sites like this that are used once or twice. And then once you're on the site, you guys are going to want to, you guys have the option to choose which category, whether it's clothing, accessories, shoes, even jewelry they have on the site now. I believe that was kind of a recent update. You guys can search by brand, by size, whatever you guys want, and you guys will probably be able to find the exact item that you're looking for. And one of the things that I want you guys to keep in mind is that authenticity is not always guaranteed on that site. So even if a item has a badge saying we virtually authenticated this item, always be careful and always get it authenticated by another source. So I currently have people that I use to authenticate my stuff. Some of them work at the original retail store, or some of them are just so familiar with certain brands that they can tell just by the font of the text on the wash tag whether or not it's real. So always have someone, and I'll just give you guys a little bit of a gold nugget right now. If you guys have Louis Vuitton that you guys are looking to authenticate, go on to Facebook or Messenger and message pro authenticators. They're not paying me to do this, but that is who I use for authenticity when it comes to Louis Vuitton. And they are extremely good at authenticating pretty much everything. They authenticated my Supreme Louis Vuitton box logo hoodie. They have authenticated little wallets for me. They authenticate everything. Even when it looks good in my eyes, there could always be something really small that's off that's going to make it fake, obviously. And they only charge $10 per item, so it's definitely worth it. Okay, and the other option that you guys have when you guys are buying from online marketplaces is John Flip. So this is a newer one. It's not one that I've personally bought off before, but I've heard really good things about it. And so rather than paying the, I believe it's 9% fee that Grailed charges for every single purchase for the seller, if you're on the buyer side, don't worry, you don't have to pay anything. But for the seller, you're paying about 9% to Grailed. I believe that's like, and then plus like 2 or 3% to PayPal, because all the purchases are going to be through PayPal. But John Flip is 0%, and obviously you're going to want to keep everything through PayPal to keep it safe on both ends. And another gold nugget: if you guys are new to this, do not pay with your friends and family. If they ask you for friends and family, do that, and they do not have a bunch of references, they are trying to scam you. If they offer you their goods and services and you're selling, they can charge back whenever. But if you pay their invoice, both sides are usually covered. But you just got to make sure that the buyer is not a complete scammer, because PayPal does tend to side with the buyer more than the seller. So just be careful of that and keep that all in mind. But John Flip, it's pretty similar to Grailed. It's just newer and you save on fees. And you guys can obviously go on there. And like I said, you guys are going to be saving a lot of money because they've already driven the car off the lot. They've already used it a bit. And now they're selling it, and it might even have a flaw or two. So it's almost worth half of what it retailed for if it's a Louis Vuitton brand, for example. And also, if you guys are buying hype items, you guys have the option to buy it there as well. And then number 3 strategy for buying and selling is groups, or cook groups, whatever you want to call them. And these groups can be found on Discord or Facebook, and usually they're pretty closed up. The ones that are closed up are usually the best ones because it's harder for scammers to get in, and most of the people in there know each other, and it's pretty tight. And so if you guys feel like you guys do a decent amount of business and you guys feel like you guys are good for a cook group, I have a couple that I'm in that are really, really good and that I can add you guys to if you guys qualify. I'm obviously going to be very careful not to let a scammer in, but you guys can go ahead and message me on Instagram at Connor.Langley, and you guys will be able to message me there and let me know why you guys qualify. But there's ones that are open to most people, such as Band LA. That's one that's really popular when it comes to shoes. And there's also groups that are like buy, sell, trade Rolexes or Louis Vuitton or Supreme or whatever else. And you guys can obviously just search up buy, sell, and then whatever brand you guys are looking to sell, or just hype in general. And there will be so many group options, but just be careful there. Be careful how you send payments, because I do not want any of you guys to get scammed. There are so many scammers out there. And whenever you guys are buying an item, I suggest that you guys always ask for a tagged picture unless they have so many references that you guys trust that they have it in hand. Because some people will steal other people's pictures, or even if a picture is tagged, they'll just steal that person's username and just use that picture and scam people. I've seen people that are so creative when it comes to scamming, and it is not good. So you guys always have to be careful. And if you guys want something authenticated, or you guys need help with something, just come to me and I'm happy to help you guys out, as long as you guys help me out by hopefully liking and subscribing to this video, because it is not easy to get these videos out all the time, and I have some crazy reviews for you guys. But just like and subscribe if you guys would not mind, as it was really helped me out. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. You guys are going to want to go to retailers such as Sense, Farfetch, and Neiman Marcus for items that are new and especially designer. You guys are going to want to go for used items to Grailed or John Flip or another marketplace that's similar to that. And you guys will be able to go ahead and buy for way below retail cost because it's used just out of the store. Or maybe you guys can even buy brand new there. They have so many options there, and there is a good variety of brand new items as well. And then if you guys are looking to be in groups where people are just looking for a quick sale, people have these little groups of buyers that they know that they can sell to. They just send it to them, send it to them, send it to them. And you can just message the sellers in the group, hey, PM me, private message me before you post, and they'll message you. And usually if the prices are good, then you'll have someone that you can always buy off of, and then they have someone that they can always sell to. So if you guys have any questions about this, make sure to message me on Instagram at connor.langley. I'm happy to help you guys out, or just leave it down in the comments. That's probably better, because then I can answer it for everyone. But make sure to authenticate everything. Make sure everything's tagged. If you guys need help with anything, again, you guys can feel free to message me. And also keep into consideration that stuff isn't necessarily going to be cheap. It's just going to be way below retail costs. And if you guys are already planning on buying something, just make sure you use these strategies so you guys can save the most amount of money. So if you guys enjoyed this video or got anything out of it, make sure to like and subscribe, as again, it really gets my videos shown to more people and helps me grow. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.